D-Fourtress presents Traveler's Guide to Mundyr. Oh, everything hurts. Oh, nothing's lethal as far as I can tell, but everything aches and stings. Bleeding a little bit, but not quite enough to be concerning. Just gotta keep reminding myself I've definitely been through worse. Felt worse. Been more seriously injured, but the memories of pain ain't as bad as the present, though, that's for sure. Did have some tricks to help alleviate it, though. Knowing me and my scouting party were in a bit of a rough patch during the different phases of the invasion. If ever we were injured or starving or just tired of walking for miles and miles, we would tell each other these stories, distract our minds for a bit. Don't really have anyone here to talk to, no one to tell me a story, but well, I guess a Scrapstone is as good a listener as any. Hopefully it'll get me to that village there. I definitely gotta take a rest for a minute. I'll update the log if anything interesting happens. Alright, we're moving again. Just need to clear my mind. Find that zen. Stop thinking about what I'm feeling and just let my mind go to a better place. Easier said than done, isn't it? Reminds me of early days of the invasion. My friend Elin and I were stuck. We got separated from our party out in the middle of the burning wastes. Not exactly the most hospitable place, but there was some really reinforced and well-settled villages there. Sadly, most of them didn't survive, but well, as soon as you leave the walls of a settlement, you're basically in a cauldron of heat monsters. Oh, and we were thirsty. So very thirsty. We spent days navigating past magma flows and having to scavenge what we could, even drinking the blood of scorch beetles just to stay hydrated. We got so sick dodging patrols of the flybys of demon vessels, and it was miserable till we made it to the next town over. Now, sadly, town was already evacuated, ghost town, but it was basically abandoned and nobody was there, not even any hostiles. Elin had told me that him and his family had been to this town on holiday once, and there was one particular restaurant that had a bit of a secret lying underneath it. We walked over there, and of course the place is empty, locked up tight. Kicked in the door, and first it looked like the place had been ransacked. But Elin had explained that his parents had been taken down below for a bit of a wine tasting tour. So, found any way we could to get down below. Found a locked door, all chained up, shut off the lock, kicked it in, and suddenly the heat was combated with the wave of the coolest, freshest, sweetest compressed ice air that you could imagine. And as we went below, the whole place was fully stocked with distilled water, and the most delicious, sweetest wines you could ever dream of. And we drank that place dry till we couldn't hold another drop. I think we stayed there maybe 4 or 5 days before someone came looking for us. Rescue team flew us out of there. Had to carry us back up to the ship just to make sure we didn't stumble on the way because we were so blackout drunk. Made all the pain go away. All the stress and all the exhaustion and all the fatigue. Man, what I wouldn't give to be put in an icebox right now. Nice cold drink in my hand. Definitely not as hot here as it was back then, but it ain't the heat that's getting to me, it's the humidity. Honestly, I don't know if I can take sleeping one more night out here. I think I'm just gonna brute force it and walk through the night. Alright, I think I need to save some of my breath. I'm starting to get a little bit winded. Ending log. It's now well past dark, but there's a light overhead. Swoop by. Lying low for the moment. Seeing if I can see what's going on. Oh, there it is again.
Do you really think I wouldn't have checked the wreckage to see if you actually died in that crash? I know you're out here somewhere, and there's quite a big price on your head. Doesn't matter where you go on this rock, I'll always be on your trail. But I'll tell you what, I'll give you a bit of a head start. Because fortunately for you, my clients have moved you lower on the list of priorities. So use your time wisely. Use it to prepare, gather equipment, or whatever it is that you do. Because there are few things I despise more than prey that isn't worth hunting. And I know that you can hear me. I can smell you. Your fears and your hesitation. I do not want to waste our first meeting with you in this state, so I will delay that moment until you're ready to fight me like the rabid animal that you are. I look forward to the day that we finally get to meet face to face, Aloyan. So until then, do try not to get yourself killed. Ta-ta.
Well, I think it's gone. Oh, rust. Of course. We were being pursued before I disconnected from the main ship. And it looks like they weren't after all of us, they were after me. Which means if I just stayed put, I could have had a literal, fully armed militia helping me out. Forge Mother was right. I jumped the gun way too often. Ending log.
Who goes there?
Buddy, I have had a really bad couple of days. Please tell me there's somewhere here that I can get a drink. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy this, and of course, be sure to check out our Dungeons & Dragons streams on Wednesdays and every other Sunday. And thank you to our patrons at the Paragon tier, D-Fourtress and Brennan, for making this possible.